Okay, we are in Seven Pines. The home I am showing you today is actually one of my personal favorites. It's the one me and my wife will probably end up building. It's the Palos Verde by ICI Homes. Y'all, when I tell you this home is next level in an unbelievably beautiful community, loads of amenities, you got the Mayo Clinic that's super near, and you have your own shopping center being built in your community. This home is next level. I cannot wait to show it to you. If you're new to the channel, subscribe if you don't want to miss anything new construction in Northeast Florida. I have a whole bunch of videos. Every home that you can think of in Northeast Florida is on this channel. And I help a lot of people make the move here to Florida. So reach out to me. All my info is here. Let's hop into the video. All right, we're back in Seven Pines. We're looking at the Palos Verde, 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath, 3-car garage. You're really basically at 3,200 square feet, 2-story home. I got to tell you, this is one of my favorites in Seven Pines here in Jacksonville, Florida. This is actually the exact model. Me and my wife, really my family, we intend to build this one out here. So super beautiful home. You have these pavers walking up typically, and then you have this amazing patio section, just very calm, very serene. And in this neighborhood in particular, you know, you're going to want something like that because of what you have here. Now, stepping into the home, you're immediately greeted with that 21-foot entryway, so very grand, very elegant feeling. Immediately on my right side here, you are going to have your dedicated office space. So 4 bedrooms with a dedicated office space. Pretty significant, especially if you work from home. And the way this office is set up, it's nice and away from the living spaces and the outdoor spaces. So it's going to be very quiet and just very out of the way. You do have the HVAC in this room, so that is something to consider. Possibly a soundproof door with that HVAC there could be nice, but it's not typically loud even during the summertime. So coming out of the office space here, you know, we have this big foyer. I just absolutely love it. On my right side here, we are going to have that powder room. Again, just significant because it's away from your main living area. So people can use the restroom and not feel like everybody can hear them pee. I think that's important. Let me know in the comments what you think. But since it's right under those staircases, it's just very useful space, basically. So let's go ahead and make our way to the heart of the home. This is going to be your living room. This is where your family is going to typically gather when you have friends over. This is the space. Very significant. You can see into the backyard, which is fantastic because it's a beautiful view. And it is open concept from here to the kitchen. So, you know, when you're cooking, you're still part of what's happening in this main living area, which is just very cool. You can see from this orientation that staircase that would lead to the top of the stairs in the primary there behind that TV. You benefit from indoor-outdoor living, beautiful large windows letting in all of that natural light. Today is actually kind of a cloudy day, so the amount of light we're getting in here, it actually gets better than this. Here's going to be your dining area. It's nice and separated enough where you still get that open feeling, but you can also kind of be a little bit more secluded sitting over here. But of course, if the eye line is all the kitchen and most of the living room. A lot of windows letting in a lot of natural light. You can see through the windows from this side, but you can't really see through into the house from the other side. So that's really important. Kitchen is just amazing. I love this kitchen so much. You have the dual ovens there, which is very cool. You can get this thickness bigger if that's something you want to do as an upgrade. Now I'm 5'6". I can reach above here very easily. I'm not on my toes doing this, so that is cool, especially if you utilize that space often. Decent amount of width in here, so you're not bumping shoulders. And of course, you do have these soft close all around, which is fantastic. You have the gas range with the ventilation system. You could do a pot filler. If you've been watching my videos, you know I really don't care for those because it's just an annoying upgrade sometimes. But if you like it, get it. Soft close on the island as well, so it's very functional and also very practical. The fridge insert is going to be pretty big as well, which is great. So you don't have to get just a small fridge. You have the option for a larger one. Gosh, this orientation, it's so cool. You do have some storage here as well for that island. So very functional, very practical. You have the 2-car garage on this side. And then right here is going to be that pantry. So you have your walk-in pantry nice and separated from the kitchen. Pretty sizable. You know, if you didn't have this storage in here, it would feel a little bit bigger as well. And then you have your laundry room right over here. Now, this is cool because the laundry room is just nice and away from everybody, right? So it's nice and secluded. You can do the tray ceiling upgrade at the top. Most people don't because it just saves money. I mean, it is just your laundry room, right? I can reach these pretty well even with the extension that you see there. And then, of course, you have the sink combo as well. Now, we're not going to look at that garage only because that's where the office is located, but we are going to make our way here to the primary. Now, if this home is already checking some boxes, you want to learn more about new construction in Seven Pines or surrounding area, reach out to me. My info is on the screen. Now, we've made our way into the primary bedroom. You have that beautiful tray ceiling right above. It adds an extra inch or two. Then you have all of the windows just letting in so much natural light. Again, today is actually a cloudy day, so look at how bright and vibrant the room feels despite not getting the most amount of sun it normally would. I think that's significant. This was a real winner for me and my family. Now you can do the upgrade sort of like barn door styles, so that's really cool. Now coming into the closet, here is the real kicker. You have the separate closets, which is significant. Of course, this closet right here, probably going to be for the wives. You can get the storage upgrade and have the soft clothes on there. This is also a ICI thing where they have that extra space at the top. So that's really cool. You really don't see that much in these new builds. Now, men, this closet is probably going to be ours. It's the smaller one, and it does have the kind of indentation over there where, you know, suitcases and luggage like that would go. Could also be a nice little doggy room as well. So keep that in mind if you have pets and they typically sleep with you guys. That could be their space as well. Now here we have the primary bathroom. Really cool. I know some people don't particularly care for the dual vanities being combined, but I think with the way this home is set up, that might be something you'd be willing to give up. Let me know in the comments what you think. You have the separate shower heads there, windows letting in some light, big oversized mirror, and then you're going to have your bathroom here in the corner, which is a totally just new kind of structural thing. You're not going to see it often set up like that. Typically it's just like up against the wall and it's more boxed in. So that's a pretty interesting upgrade. And then of course you have the functional linen closet right there. So really, really cool. Separate closets, dual vanities that are together. They are definitely doing a good job out here. Now, if you are considering new construction specifically for your next move, the biggest piece of advice I can give you is do not work with the on-site agents. You need your own representation. The reason I say that, the on-site agents, they're great, but specifically they work for the builder. What that means is that they're working to get the builder the best possible deal, not necessarily you. That's like hiring somebody else's lawyer in the same court case. It just doesn't make sense. I do this every day, all day. I have a great relationship with all of the builders, and it costs you nothing to have me represent you. Feel free to reach out to me, and we can start talking about what a plan might look like. Okay, so we are upstairs. Now, I'm going to make my way kind of round robin here. So immediately when you walk up, you have the first Jack and Jill room here. So pretty significant if you have kids. Having them up here is pretty fantastic as well. Now, you are going to see that this is featuring the walk-in closet option, which is great. You know, so as your kids grow, you know, the closet kind of grows with them, like they grow into their rooms. A lot of natural light coming in through there as well. And you can see just the view here from this point of view. Pretty sizable room, most definitely. Now, right through here is going to be those conjoined bathrooms. So that's going to be the sink for this room. You have the tub, tile all the way up to the ceiling, of course. And then immediately here on my left is going to also be the other sink for the other bedroom. And they do have the shared bathroom right here, or I'm sorry, shared toilet right here. Also featuring, of course, the 9-foot ceilings on this top floor. So here's going to be that other room connected to the Jack and Jill. A little bit bigger in here, it feels. Orientation is pretty similar, but you do have these 2 windows here on the side rather than the 3 that you saw from the last one. So again, decent sized room, and then you're going to have the walk-in closet. Now, I got to tell you, walk-in closets are amazing for resale value. It's just people care for these more overall. So keep that in mind as well as we're looking through. Here's just going to be another mechanical closet. So you're going to have the AC upstairs and downstairs. 2-story home. I mean, that's just something you're going to want. Now, right here is actually a pretty functional linen closet. Some people use this as like put their board games, especially heading into this upstairs loft area. Now this is pretty sizable with that tray ceiling. You're not going to see the paneling as an option typically, but they will do the tray. Now up here is just really cool. A lot of windows, letting in more natural light. You get a good view of your backyard. And this is just pretty, I mean, you can do whatever you want up here. This can be a play area. You know, if you homeschool your kids, you can have this as like the homeschooling area. You can let this be sort of the media room. Like if you want to watch all of your movies up here with the kids, like there's just so much you can do when you have a loft. And that's kind of the new trend in Florida. You're going to see that more often, especially on this channel. Now, right over here is going to be that upstairs bathroom. Normally, this is probably going to be the one that if you have a guest up here, this is going to be that shared one typically, but really and truly it's for this bedroom here. So 2 windows letting in decent amount of natural light. It's about the same size as the room we just came out of, as you can see. And then it's right there at the end of the hallway as well. So pretty secluded, probably for the older kid. And then you have the walk-in closet here. Just a good room, a lot of amazing bones in this home. It really feels bigger than a 4-bedroom home when you're actually walking it. So if you want to schedule a visit, let me know. These videos, they really don't do justice to just how amazing these homes truly are. Now we're making our way downstairs. We're going to head out and check out the backyard options. What I really want to talk about is the convenience of Seven Pines as a whole. Seven Pines, you're going to have your own shopping center and dining center in the community. Right now, the amenity center is basically built out. It features a water park. You can kayak. There's so much to do out there. And then beyond that, you know, you're 5 minutes to Mayo Clinic, you're 10 minutes from the St. John's Town Center, so you have the best shopping and dining, and then you're about 15 to 20 minutes away from the Jacksonville beach. So you really can't beat this location. Let me know if you're interested. I can send you more info. Stepping out to the backyard, you have this massive oversized lanai, really beautiful. You know, as an upgrade, of course, you can set things up to where, you know, you have your fans, your little outside kitchen over here. Just very cool, very serene. Now, these are all going to be built typically on 60 wide lots, but depending on how deep it goes is going to be the determining factor on how big of a pool you can get back here. Obviously, of course, they don't come with the pools, but you have so many different options to make it happen. Now, if you did one of this size, you're still going to have some room in case you have pets for them to have a place to go. So keep that in mind. Don't feel like you are limiting your space because there's just so many options that ICI can work with being a custom builder. So super gorgeous home. This is literally my favorite. And out of all of the homes on the channel, this is actually the one me and my wife fully agree on. So husbands, hey, send this over to your wife. Let me know what they think. So amazing home. There's some other stuff I want to cover with you guys here at the end of this video, so stay tuned. I'll also show you some more homes in this community because it's significant. I was pointing out that you can't see through that glass into the home, which is huge. Anyways, stay tuned to the end of the video. I have a lot more to show you. I will talk to you and see you soon. Hey, thanks so much for watching the video. If you have not done so, go ahead and subscribe. That way you never miss out on anything that I post here on the channel. And if you're considering relocating to Northeast Florida, reach out to me. I'm one of the first stops for a lot of people, and I would love the opportunity to help you and your family really consider if this is the place you want to move. And if you want more info on this home, I will definitely be happy to send you that info. You guys, God bless. Again, this is one of my favorite properties. I chose these videos up here because there are more homes in this community. And then I will have a massive community guide on this community very, very soon. Seven Pines is very special here in Jacksonville, Florida. God bless. I'll see you in the next one.